Tuesday, everyone. Welcome into the News 10 Plus Digital Desk. I'm Taylor Gattoni with Rochelle LeGrand from Studio 10. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a long
It
time.
has been a very long time. We're just saying, Rochelle has been out live and out of town and doing all sorts of things.
Out of town. Out live.
Out live,
Perfect.
out
Put it
live.
out somewhere but here. But today I'll be here. I'm in studio. I'll be hosting with Nicole, so we're very excited for today. Can't believe it's already Wednesday, but you know what? Getting through the week. This is actually like one of the last kind of shortened weeks we have from all the holidays, I realized.
No.
I'm really soaking it in.
But Tuesday really felt like a Monday, so I'm glad that we only had to put up with one of those this week.
I know. Well, no, you're glad. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Well, it's better than a Monday and a Tuesday.
Okay,
You know,
actually, you're right. You're
it's
right.
just one of the days.
You're absolutely right.
Well, that's all right. That's all right.
But today, on this Wednesday, great show for you. As always.
Oh, yeah.
One, we've got a really great story about a girl in Weberville who has a beautiful smile, and she is actually going to be on a billboard in Times Square. So we're going to talk a little bit with her. She has Down syndrome, so we're going to talk a little bit about her story and what brought her from Weberville all the way to Times Square to that billboard in New York City. So I'm so excited to hear a little bit about that.
Smile.
I
There you
know.
go.
Love that. Plus, I got a chance to go to Culver's. Everybody's getting in on that pumpkin spice craze, that pumpkin something. They've got a lot of really great autumn flavors.
Yeah.
And
September's here.
I've got to say, I think they won. I think
won.
they won the contest.
Okay.
All,
Where else were
I
you
don't know if
checking
it was
out?
at a competition. Okay, Starbucks. This is my favorite, but
Okay.
there was them. Wendy's just introduced a pumpkin flavored Frosty
Okay.
this morning.
Did you try it?
No?
Okay.
But you know what? I don't think they're gonna win. I think Culver's just got
the
it.
look and the sound of your voice, you're like, no. Okay, Culver's is the winner here.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think it is. So we have
Probably
that.
all favorites.
A lot of great food. Do you have one that's a favorite that you always go to? Are you into pumpkin spice?
So that's what I was gonna say. That's why I was kind of quiet for a bit. I don't think I've really had the pumpkin spice flavors. Hear me out. I love a good pumpkin spice candle.
Okay.
The candles, I'm all about the candles. But the taste, I'm more of like a chocolate person. So I'm going for like a chocolate mocha or even like caramel. The pumpkin.
And
I
the
think
caramel.
it's-
My friend at
caramel.
Culver's
We're
says
getting
it
fancy
says
over
caramel
here.
too.
Oh, caramel
Yeah.
for me.
Caramel.
Ooh.
That's how you say it.
That's too fancy.
I like it, but
You say caramel?
actually, Colton, it is.
No, it's caramel.
Oh, it's caramel. Thank you. Colton says caramel. Let us know
Caramel,
what you
caramel,
think
caramel,
of
caramel, caramel.
No.
I would really love to know. Please tell me how you
Please
say
put
it.
a hot take on Studio 10 about that.
I want to do that. I'm gonna go
All right.
around and ask everybody, and
Sounds
we're gonna
good to
talk
me.
about it one day.
It's caramel.
Okay. So we have that. Also, today is National Egg Toss Day. You know, this is a real sport and a real competition. This actually dates back to the 1800s.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yes. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Nicole and I had a little egg toss competition. I'm curious to know who you guys think won or
I was
lost.
going to say, who did splatter all over?
It did splatter.
Okay.
But you could also leave that in the comments as well and let us know.
No, okay. Egg tossing definitely is a sport. There's a lot of balance and focus, and you
People
gotta
do
have
it
the
blindfolded.
Blindfolded. Why would you do that blindfolded?
That's what I said. And
What are
I
you
said,
doing
maybe
to
Nicole,
catch
we
the
should
egg?
try to do this blindfolded.
Are they both blindfolded?
Yes.
How do you do that? Play a little Marco Polo? Like, how do you know where they are?
We had our eyes open and we still dropped it.
It happens.
But you can tune in to watch this all and so much more today in Studio 10. We're on at 3 o'clock, and if for any reason you're out running some errands, it's okay. You can always find us online. You can just head to youtube.com, type in WILX Studio 10, and don't forget to hit subscribe. This way you'll never, ever miss a minute. So, Taylor, I'll see you soon, and I'll hand it over to somebody who wanted to copy me today in lavender.
There you go.
Like the Taylor Swift song.
Lavender haze. Of course, we gotta bring that up. Thank you, Rochelle. If you want, like Rochelle said, if you want to check out Studio 10, if you can't see them today at 3, if you want to check out all the egg tossing fun, go to @WILX Studio 10 on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And yeah, there you go. Go check it out. But we do have Colton here, and Colton, yesterday was very hot and humid. A little bit of that today, but more so dark skies, showers. Yeah.
Yeah, today's a transition day.
Okay.
So we're seeing some changes outside. We saw some rain and storms out there earlier. Now we're starting to see some sunshine.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Um,
seeing that now. Wow.
So it's been kind of a mixed bag of what's happening today. But the sunshine may not be necessarily a good thing because we are tracking the chance of seeing some showers and storms. When you get sunlight, that can help kind of destabilize the atmosphere a bit. So that's something we'll be keeping an eye on here over the next few hours. How many storms we see, that's kind of still up for debate. But I want to show you satellite radar right now, because you can see that initial round of showers and storms that came through earlier today, now pushing up towards Lake Huron. But you're seeing the clearing too, so some of those breaks in the clouds. So the cold front's still way back here. So until that cold front gets here, we're going to hold on to a chance of seeing some rain. So it's going to probably get here later tonight. And we may see a few more isolated showers or storms pop up out ahead of this. Some of those storms could be on the strong side. Not a very good severe weather risk today, but it's not zero. Not all of the ingredients are quite there today for severe weather, but just enough is there. And anytime you get this really humid air, sometimes it doesn't take too much for you to get a pretty strong gusty wind or something like that from one of these storms. A lot of people were talking about, I don't think there's much of a tornado risk today.
And that is huge because there is still a lot of cleanup efforts from almost 2 weeks ago.
Right, I got stuck. They were clearing some trees on I-96 just yesterday, and I got stuck in traffic, and it was pretty backed up pretty far. So they're still doing the cleanup over towards Williamston. But right now, what we're seeing is our temperatures are rebounding because of the sun that we're seeing. You can see numbers right now are in the upper 70s, 77 now in Lansing. We'll make a run at 80 degrees here. Questionable whether or not we get there. Obviously, this is going to be more than 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. We were in the 90s yesterday. So it is definitely a lot cooler. But this is really the main story that we're tracking for today, is that small risk of seeing a stronger thunderstorm. And that's why the Storm Prediction Center, in that dark green color, that's a marginal risk for severe weather. So that's a 1 on a scale out of 5. And it's really looking like a gusty wind or a large hail type threat with today's setup. So we will see that chance for rain pick back up probably between 5, 6, 7 o'clock or so. Yeah, so I think that's when our next chance of seeing some storms around here will be. And then we could see a few more showers overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow, but it's not going to be anything like what we're going to see out there today, with that chance of seeing some severe weather. So I want to show you the hour-by-hour forecast. Look what happens as we get towards dinner time. We just see a few of those isolated showers and storms popping up, and some of these could be on the strong side. Not everyone will see rain later today, but it is possible that we do see some. And then there's the front. By the time we get towards 11 o'clock, that band of showers to our west, that will sweep through here later on tonight into the day tomorrow. May try to bring us a few more rain showers, but it is going to bring us the much cooler air that's on the way for tomorrow. We have highs in the 60s on Thursday, less humidity tomorrow as well, so it is going to be cooling down in a very big way. I do think that we're probably stuck with the clouds for a majority of the day, maybe a few showers from time to time. It is going to be a lot different, I think, tomorrow compared to where we've been the past couple of days. Obviously, it's pretty, it's pretty hard to get to 90 degrees in September, but we did 2 days. The past 2 days we're in the 90s.
Mother Nature said, I can do it.
Yeah, and she did.
She did.
But we're going to be feeling a taste of fall. Thanks. I put it on my Facebook too.
I like it.
69 tomorrow, 67 on Friday, and 72 on Saturday. Friday, I think, is by far probably going to be the most fall-feeling day because we're going to have the clouds, we're going to have the cool temperatures. That 67 may be a bit optimistic too. We may be a little bit cooler than that. So it is going to be a nice change of pace here. Taylor just shared it too on my Facebook page.
Check it out.
I make these social graphics every now and then,
They're so
just
fun.
for funsies. But as we look at the 10-day temperature trend, if you were a fan of the heat, it is gone. I put 79. We may make a run at 80 today, I do think that. But the weekend looks fantastic. We'll have temperatures in the 70s. Obviously tomorrow, big Lions game tomorrow, biggest game of the year.
Look at that.
And it's right here on WILX, NBC. You can watch it right here. Well, maybe not right on our streaming platform, but you can flip on over to WILX and watch it there. So nice football weather tomorrow in the 60s. We stay with the 60s. The weekend looks great. MSU game looks fantastic. Sunday's looking like a nice day. We will have some more rain chances returning early next week. Temperatures will be back down into the 60s and 70s. So hello, fall. It's going to be feeling like fall over the next 10 days. Not much heat heading our way. I don't know if I want to go out on a limb, but I might as well. I think
Okay,
we're
let's
done
hear
with
it.
the 90s for the year. I think once you get into the middle part of September and towards the end of September, really hard to get to 90 degrees.
And 90s in September, that's just too much.
I know. I'm
That's
like
too
full
much.
fall mode.
Oh yeah. Well, I was looking through Facebook earlier. A lot of people, as soon as it flips over to September 1st, they're either thinking Halloween or Christmas already. So.
But I'm that way, so like after Halloween, I'm like, oh, it's Christmas.
Yep,
So like,
sorry, Thanksgiving.
yeah, sorry, Thanksgiving. Although I do like Thanksgiving.
Oh
Thanksgiving.
yeah, there's lots of food. How can you not like that?
Yeah, but Halloween's the next holiday. Then it's Thanksgiving.
The year, and then that year's coming up to an end real quick.
2024.
That's crazy. Oh God. All right.
Not a fan.
Nope, not a fan either. But you are a fan of this 10-day temperature trend, so
Yes,
at least you can enjoy that.
Yeah, I think this is fantastic. 60s and 70s. If I could have that all year round, I'd be a happy man.
Boost mine up to like mid 70s, low 80s. Not 90s though. Go the 90s yesterday.
It was the humidity
brutal.
yesterday that did it for me. I just not a fan of the
No.
humidity
You
at
were
all.
sweating more. It was that air that you can wear. No.
I know I was at the gym yesterday and it just was like even inside you could feel the humidity and it was just like uncomfortable. Just not a good day.
No. I
Not a
know.
fan. That's why I don't understand like I would really struggle living down south. With the humidity, I would really
You
struggle.
like can't breathe either. You're like, get some air.
Not for me.
No, you like the cold and the rain. That's all right.
And like this, 60s and 70s.
Perfect.
But the good news is that really nothing major after today, just our storm chance this afternoon into the evening, and then maybe some rain showers possible early next week, but nothing major at this point coming our way. It's going to be really about the cooler air that's coming in, and it's going to be settling in, too, especially there towards next week. Highs in the middle 60s.
Mhm.
That is getting a little bit cooler there, so.
All right. Well, fine. Okay. So with all of these fall temperatures, you should get ready for some angry apple orchards. Some apple orchards. I need to go home.
But you do like that. It's a good drink.
Thanks.
But maybe
Um,
apple orchards would be more.
Cider bells.
But some people at home are probably like, she's right.
Let me know if you agree. Well, anyway, that was embarrassing.
But yes, great weather for apple orchards. A lot of people are asking about, I get this question quite often now, when our fall colors going to peak.
Oh, some of them, okay, peak, that's different, but some of them are starting to change color. a
Yeah,
little
it's going to
bit.
start getting
Let me see if we can
quickly
pull it up.
here. And we will see fall colors probably peak in early October, early to mid-October. So we still have some ways to go, but that's a month from now, right? So
yeah,
it is
sorry.
not that far. She's
Planet
trying.
Trigger Sky cams. Well, that's not a tree. Well, Michigan State's campus, not really.
Maybe
well,
a little.
distance, maybe if you look at the very, very back left. or
Yeah.
I just-
Maybe a little bit.
maybe a little bit of color. We'll see.
But yeah, so next several weeks we're going to really start to see some of that color change. And you know what comes after this? Snow.
Oh, don't say
And there was some reports of
no,
snow
no, no.
in the United States over the Labor Day weekend. So
With our 90 degrees, that is hard to believe.
it is. But
Wow.
it's all coming. It'll be here before we know it.
I know, then we're gonna have to shovel off our cars and then whip out the hot chocolate to keep yourself warm. You're gonna see my heated vest come back. I haven't brought that out in a while.
We would haven't needed it.
Yes. Even though I'm inside now, I'll still wear it around inside.
Yes.
That's okay. Well, keep a track of all the storm chances today with the First Alert Weather app.
Well, and you know, too, even though we have a pretty quiet stretch coming in, fall is a very busy season weather-wise. We see some pretty strong systems typically every fall, so download the News 10 First Alert Weather app. We'll keep you updated throughout the rest of the, as we head into the fall season, I should say.
There you go. Yeah, especially with fall season, more rain, and as you're heading off to tailgates, football games, all that other fun. Yeah, definitely download it so you know what weather to expect. All right, thank you, Colton. We're going to see what's coming up during First at 4 in our 90 minutes of news today. Starting with Mid-Michigan Matters. Well, we just came off of the Labor Day weekend. However, if you're over at any body of water across Michigan, there's something you need to look out for. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services have the nickname HABs, or harmful algal blooms. So they have toxins, and there's certain things you need to look out for with this bacteria in the water. can harm you as a person, your pets as well, and you don't want that. So keeping an eye on harmful algal blooms. If you were exposed to it over the Labor Day weekend, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services will share ways that you can go about that, ways to report it and what you should do. Then coming up at News 10 at 5, Claudia Sella is at the Capital Area Humane Society for a ribbon cutting ceremony. Very excited about that. Good stuff to look forward to. And then News 10 at 5:30, we're at a seminar for those applying for MIHAF assistance, including homeowners requiring financial assistance due to COVID-19. And then News 10 at 6, we continue to follow the news out of the Upper Peninsula this morning in Sault Ste. Marie, after several MSP patrol cars were shot at and set on fire. So images of the suspect and their car have been released, but they are still on the run. We have more information on that coming up during our 90 minutes of news. Again, that story is at News 10 at 6. We also want to check into our reporters. We have Aaron and Justin sharing what they have coming up also in the 90 minutes of news.
The seasons are changing, and that means the cold and flu season is on its way. This year, it's bringing COVID along too, because according to the experts, COVID cases are on the rise. I'll talk to a local doctor to get some tips that'll help keep you and your family safe. Tune in for more at 5:30. Over to you, Aaron.
I'm Erin Bowling, and today I'm covering the sentencing in the 15-year-old cold case of Krista Luth. Luth was a MSU student who went missing in 2008, and her father never stopped looking for answers and justice. Today, her estranged boyfriend was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. I'll have what her father thinks of today's sentencing and the case in general on News 10 at 6.
All right, thank you, Tanaya and Aaron. And Justin was not up there. We got it switched out. Some of the orders a little funky, but that's all right.
That's all right.
That is okay. Deanna, you're here to share what you have coming up in our later newscast. So what do you have?
Yes, well, I'll be talking about the upcoming Senate race that we're having. I know Mike Rogers, one of the Republican candidates, just announced his bid. So we've got this seat that's open now because of the retired
Debbie Stabenow, yeah.
Right. So it's been more than 20 years since this has happened. So
it's a big deal.
Yes, it is. So I'll be talking about that. I spoke with an MSU analyst who's going to share a little bit about the backgrounds, the importance of this election. So we got some good stuff coming.
All right, and where can people tune in for this?
Yes, you tune in on News 10 at 5, and I'll be on at 6 as well.
All right, sounds good. News 10, 5, and 6. You can watch Deanna in the story. Anything else you want to add before we go here?
That is all I got for you all.
All right, everyone, make sure you carry an umbrella with you today with all the rain. Those showers are coming later, so you stay safe here too. You'll be inside.
Showering earlier, but we're good now.
I know. I was like, uh-oh, the rain's coming. But yes, grab that umbrella, be safe, download the First Alert Weather app for any further details, and until then, have a great Wednesday. Woo!